Yo, what's up, guys? Did you guys hear Conor McGregor basically said F the UFC? He was doing I guess a pay-per-view or something because he said um fuck the UFC. I'm not exactly sure what all was said, but I'll play some snippets and some audio so you guys can hear exactly what Dana White was talking about. And I was like, wow, really? He said this because he said he only wants his next fight to be a Floyd Mayweather boxing match. Yeah, the article says, it says right at the top, it says,
That's the last question I have for you. Can't let you get away with it.
it says Dana White, here's what it says, Dana White promises epic fail for Conor McGregor should he dig in against the UFC.
Can't let you get away without asking about Conor McGregor. He was, counter-programming you this evening with his Q&A over there. Some of the comments he made, I don't know if you had a chance to see, but on Instagram, he put a pretty strong post that included F the UFC in there. He said that, his next fight is going to be in a boxing ring, and he'll do it with you or without you. Would love you to be on board. Just curious what you think of his comments.
I didn't hear all that. Hey, listen, when you're about to go on, and do a pay-per-view that you're charging people $5 to listen to you talk, I'm sure you got to say some pretty crazy shit. All right. You know how I feel about Conor. I've always shown Conor nothing but respect. And if he wants to go down that road with us, let me tell you, it'll be an epic fall.
It going there?
I don't know. It's not up to me.
Has there been any advancement or any additional talks from your initial $25 million offer on that fight between Mayweather and Conor?
No.
So I don't know exactly what Conor McGregor said. Basically, it's like F the UFC. He's basically saying he's bigger than UFC. He makes the UFC the money. If the UFC doesn't have Conor, basically the UFC is trash. So I don't know, man. That sounds kind of weird that Conor McGregor would come out and say something like that, because Conor McGregor seems like he would be all in with the UFC because UFC is where he's making all his money, unless he's assuming that he is bigger than UFC and he is to the point in his life that he's so cocky that if he left the UFC would fail, and he can go to boxing and make boxing the most baddest sport on the planet back to its heydays. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Because it says Dana White promises epic fail for Conor McGregor should he dig in against UFC. And I don't know exactly what he said. We'll see if I can find it. So this says, would F off Conor McGregor launches Instagram rant against boxing, Hollywood, WWE, Floyd Mayweather, and just about everything ahead. So he basically did like a Twitter live stream, I'm guessing. I'm assuming he just went off. So I'm going to try to see if I can get some any audio clips of that so you guys can hear exactly what happened. Because honestly, I don't know exactly anything that happened. It says, let's see what this says. So apparently Conor McGregor turned down Vince McMahon's offer to compete at WrestleMania, and he has turned down a mega blockbuster deal by Vince McMahon. And the main reason why I think he turned down Vince McMahon's offer, because I know why Vince McMahon wants him there, because he can give him like $20 million or something crazy like that. It's because he does not like WWE. He likes what Vince McMahon stands for as a businessman, but he doesn't like what WWE WWE stands for. He doesn't like the entertainment aspect. He likes real fighting, and that's what he does. And what Conor McGregor wrote was, he says, I'm so made headlining to do a Q&A in front of 5,000 fans. You read that right. That's more than the UFC attended tonight, and it's on pay-per-view. And I guess there's a website that says www. Okay, there's a website that says fuck the UFC, fuck Floyd Mayweather, and fuck boxing, fuck the WWE, and fuck Hollywood, and fuck you too. Pay me. McGregor is on an extended break from the UFC as he waits for the birth of his child later this year. So basically, there's this link that will take you to like a pay-per-view or something. He's supposed to be doing a Q&A in front of over 5,000 people, which is more than what the UFC gets in weigh-ins. And it says, the notorious Conor McGregor live pay-per-view. And so basically, January 28th, there's going to be a live pay-per-view with Conor McGregor. One of the greatest success, let me highlight that. One of the greatest success stories of our time, a world exclusive on-stage interview with Ariel Helwani. Then timing beats speed and beats precision beats power. So basically it looks like it's a Q&A type interview with Ariel Helwani and Conor McGregor. I'm not exactly sure if that's right, but it says it's $3, €3, so that's probably about $5. Is that gonna be something cool? I don't know, man. It's just mind-boggling that people would actually pay money just to see like a Q&A, and of course they're gonna charge only $5 because nobody's gonna spend any more money than that.
One of the greatest success stories of our time, a world-exclusive on-stage interview with Ariel Helwani, when timing beats speed and precision beat power, when a dream becomes reality, and how a nation followed suit, and of course, what happens next, become a part of history.
I don't know, man. What is Conor McGregor going to be doing? He's having an interview. I think if he goes higher than the UFC, like actually starts thinking he's higher than the UFC, they can strip him of his belt, and he's getting to the realm of real crazy stuff right there. Real crazy. Is this pay-per-view going to be a success? I didn't even know about it until I just seen this interview with Dana White. But he's saying it's going to be a first-time interview with Conor McGregor. It says, whether Conor McGregor was there or not, they would have made the money to... Yeah, so basically that's true. Basically, Conor's saying the UFC wouldn't have sold for the price range that they did if it wasn't for Conor McGregor, which I don't really believe because they still had big stars like Ronda Rousey, GSP, Anderson Silva. Yes, these guys weren't bringing in $100 million pay-per-view buys, but they were still bringing in enough that the UFC was still getting by. They were still making headway. But did Conor McGregor definitely help bring a lot of light to the UFC? Yeah, he definitely did. But when Conor McGregor starts saying F Floyd Mayweather, F the UFC, F WWE, maybe this is the thing that Conor McGregor is taking his time out away from the octagon, and he's like, I'm fed up with this shit. I'm done. I'm done with the sport. I made the money that I needed to make. I'm 28 years old, 29 years old, and actually, I'm the biggest superstar that's ever graced this sport. I'm done. And he's going out on a shield, and he's going out where he doesn't have any regrets. He's won 2 division titles like he said he wanted to. He's not going out there punch drunk. He's only lost maybe 3 fights, and he's dominated everybody else. This dude is very, very cocky, but like he said, it says, I don't know why he said that because it doesn't make sense. It says, I'm so made headlining to do a Q&A in front of 5,000. You read that right. That's more than the UFC. It says attendance tonight, and it's on pay-per-view okay, so he's basically saying only less than 5,000 people showed up to see the UFC on Fox. in the attendance. So he's saying he's having 5,000 people show up for his event, and he doesn't give a damn about the WWE, the UFC, Mayweather, boxing, or Hollywood, because Hollywood's probably asked him to do movies. The WWE's asked him to make offers. I'm going to see how much they actually have offered Conor McGregor to fight at WrestleMania just to show up. Yeah, I can't find out any information on that. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Conor McGregor is just so far ahead of himself? Like, he's way bigger than UFC, bigger than the WWE, bigger than Hollywood, boxing, everything. And he's so cocky that he doesn't give a damn anymore. And he's like, I'm the baddest man on the planet. I do what I want when I want, and everybody listens to me. That's how I think he actually looked at himself. That he looked at himself as people listen to him, and he's his own business, and he's his own corporation. It's the Conor McGregor show. It's not the UFC show, and it's not whatever. UFC on Fox 23 drew an staggering
UFC on Fox 23 draws announced attendance of 13,233 for Livegate, north of $1 million in Denver.
So basically, only 13,000 people showed up to the event, which Conor McGregor is kind of laughing at, because Conor McGregor would never fight in an attendance like that. He would be like, I ain't going to a little small arena. I only fight in the biggest fights in the thing. But I definitely still think at the end of the day that Conor will be back in the UFC. Conor will be fighting. Will they ever come to a deal for the Floyd Mayweather fight? I don't know, because Floyd wants $100 million, and Conor wants something like $50 million, $60 million. He wants a big enough number that if he loses, he can retire for the rest of his life, and he's already on his way, because
McGregor's reported earnings for 2016. The two-weight champ receives an undisclosed cut of each unit sold, meaning he should be getting his biggest PPV payout to date for UFC 205, somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 million.
So they're saying Conor McGregor in 2016 was reportedly made $40 million. And that's bigger than GSP, Anderson Silva, John Jones. Any of these guys have never made that kind of money. But like I said, guys, I'm Trevor, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys like this kind of little podcast that I got about. And it says, Conor McGregor lands a $50,000 bonus after knockout of the night. And Conor McGregor, when he first started UFC, was making $60,000. So he was still making a lot more money than a lot of fighters when he first started UFC. But anyways, guys, that's my take on him saying fuck the UFC. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.